everybody, it's Michael Buckley, and I'm here with my friend Charles
Sound?
Trippy. Charles, sound, no.
Right.
Are you trying to direct?
Yeah, you gotta go like 1, 2, 3.
Charles, how long have I known you?
Shit, I was actually just telling Ben.
I met you at 777.
Dude, that's almost 9 years.
And you were wandering around with pink hair,
Pink hair
glasses,
and fake tattoos.
and you were just an odd little person. I remember thinking, what's he doing with his life? And then I remember you were working on that internet viral whatever show, and I kind of helped you with that.
Yeah,
and we were
you did. You did. I remember that.
And this was like so freaking long ago.
It's actually kind of crazy how like a decade almost creeps up on you like that, right?
And you were like a child. How old were you?
Well, I'm 31 now, so it had to be 21.
21.
Broke-ass college student, too.
Broke-ass college student.
That's why I had all those henna tattoos all over me.
And now you're a rock star.
Yeah.
So on this channel, I've been talking about personal struggles and issues and things that I've dealt with and how I've overcome them. So, I mean, you've gotten through a lot in your life, and even on your channel, you've chronicled it. So it's nothing you're going to say is like a secret, but in your life, like, what do you think is... This just in.
I'm an
Trippy,
alien.
He's been through lots of shit. So what have you...
Fake.
It's all fake. Can you imagine? Spoiler alert.
It's a giant scripted show.
He doesn't have the cancer. He hasn't been married before. It's all a fallacy for YouTube
It's all scripted. It's all...
So what have been your biggest challenges along the way, and how did you overcome them?
Like...
All of it, through life, through high school, through college, through married life, through divorced life, through cancer, through everything. What is your biggest challenge?
How much time do we have?
As much time as you wish to give me.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, high school was pretty... I didn't really have kind of like a rough high school.
That's good.
Yeah, I was actually very fortunate because I know a lot of friends that have gone through that. High school was pretty good. College was one of those years where you're just like, what the fuck am I going to do kind of thing. So I kind of went to school, but I was dating someone who thankfully got my ass together because I was kind of half-assing my way through college. Like through like it was MCC, it was like a community college, which is now a full college. So if I would have just waited, I could have been like, smarter. And anyway,
but shout out to community college, because actually my ex-husband went to Dartmouth and he also went to community college, and he said the best courses he ever took were at the community college. So it's like you never know. So.
Yeah, I actually, it's smart. A lot of people I kind of felt like I just knocked it. I think community college is actually a really smart way to do it because it's accredited and affordable. It's cheaper, and it's a lot more local. Yeah. Kind of like what you just said, and then it all transfers so long as your credits transfer. I kind of got off track. But anyway, it's all good. But college
is fine. But what has your biggest challenge been in life in all these 31 years of life? If I said, what's your biggest challenge, what has it been?
I think my biggest challenge is obviously coping with the shit that I have to deal with as far as my brain tumor.
And when you found out about that, what was your first reaction?
I think I've said it a few times. It was, I was with Danny, our drummer, so it was kind of like, we were all about like joking around. So when he said it was a tumor, I said it's not a tumor.
As one does when they have a tumor.
You deny everything immediately. But I think denial was something that I had kind of struggled with. I was just denying everything, and it wasn't really coping with the reality of what was going on. And I think that was kind of like a real struggle, because then when it actually settles and you have to kind of accept what's going on and like actually be serious for a change. It's kind of hard to like kind of get out of that kind of thing. I mean, you've been doing it so long. Like there's like Michael Buckley, and then there's What the Buck. Right. And there's two people. Right. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to like become Charles Trippy and then Charles Trippy. And I think that's one of the biggest struggles in the past decade.
As a daily vlogger and as someone who's, how many videos have you made in a row now? 18 to 20. You're in the Guinness Book of World Records.
8 years we made first.
8 years. You've done this. You've never missed an upload, which I just found tedious and fascinating. And even on your worst day, you'd be in the hospital. You'd be doing all these things. But there you were hitting upload. At any point during those 8 years, did you think, I'm not going to hit upload? Or what made you?
Oh, yeah, of course. And I mean, like I've said it a million times. There's not one time that it was just me. It was my family, my ex-wife, Allie Speed. Yeah. She helped me a tremendous amount of that kind of stuff. And like, without her helping me with that, I probably wouldn't have that record. My parents, Shay Carl, who helped me as well. So, I mean, there's always those days, like especially those days where you're in the hospital and you don't want to do those kind of things. Like you're just like seeing like 5 different people. So, I mean, that's kind of that was a real big struggle for me. Like being paralyzed too was a huge struggle, I think. I mean, there's like points in my life that were huge struggles, but it wasn't like where I would almost like give up kind of struggles. It was just like bumps in the road.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Well, that's good. I mean, that says a lot about your mental state, that all these things happened and you never felt like giving up, or you just thought, well, this is another, you know.
Right. It's just a blip. And I feel like having, that's why I love YouTube, is like having that communication with a camera like we're having right now. It's kind of like a way of having like a therapist.
I said the same thing earlier. I found it's very therapeutic. It's like it's free therapy, just kind of getting your feelings off your chest. And
Because a lot of people, you know, like think about like the cliche talking in the mirror, like you can do this, Charles.
Right.
You can do this.
Right.
But now you have something to where you can say like I can do this, and there's people that are watching that literally will respond back saying like, hey, you know, like my cousin did this, you know, maybe this could help you and stuff like that. So it's like a therapist giving you free advice, essentially. Instead of going thousands of dollars in debt, you're having this like therapy session with thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. And I think,
are there any comments that bother you when people leave a comment? Like most times we say, oh, we just kind of shake off the haters, but does someone ever write something and you think, oh, that actually hits me in a sore spot? Like what's your sore spot? We all have a bit of a sore spot.
It's so funny because we were just doing the vlogumentary thing yesterday.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
awesome.
Shay Carl killed it. The movie came out, and this is a plug. I feel like I'm going on a PR stint right now.
Plug. It's good.
No, but so they had asked that same question. It's like, after 11 years, because now I'm hitting 11 years on this website called YouTube, and I feel like there's not one thing that people can say to me to where like kind of daggers me, but it's been always like one thing where if somebody says somebody says something to a friend about a friend of mine, or
a family member,
or a girlfriend, or something like that. You get the point.
Yeah.
That's where it starts hurting me because I can't defend.
I brought them into that.
Yeah,
like I've exposed them.
It's my fault now. Because like I can defend myself, or not defend myself, except like, you know, whatever they say to me, and I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, you know, like
right.
They don't matter.
Sure. But that's part of the reason I never put my ex-husband on my videos, because I never wished for comment upon him. Yeah. Like I feel like if you could say whatever you want about me, die fag, I hate you, you're not funny. But if you ever said anything about my ex-husband, I would have been like, I will come at you.
I'm coming at you right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rip some throats out.
Right.
And I feel like that's exactly because like you said this a second ago, is that you brought them into this thing.
Right.
And now you feel responsible.
Right.
And I feel like the worst one, other than that, would be when that happens and then somebody in the comments defends those people, and then they go after those people in the comments, and then it's like there's like just like a clusterfuck right there. Right. And in the comments of kids attacking each other. And I think that's the worst.
And when you were like going through your divorce, I remember just going on both of your Instagrams and just seeing comments or YouTube, and it's like, and these are people, it's not even Charles or Allie at the time or anybody, it's like engaging, it's like they're engaging with each other, and you're sitting there thinking, you're not helping. I mean, I get it that you're a fan or you're a fan of their love or whatever, but at some point you're just hurting. You know? to accuse somebody or to say bad things or whatever. It's like these are two grown-ups who have to navigate life together, and you're like trying to drag. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a rough time. I think that was probably, I almost want to say, worse than the whole brain tumor thing, just because of the fact that it affected more people. Yeah. That sounds weird to say.
No, the families and in-laws and other people, and it's not just you, it's everybody.
This I could deal with. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
it's my shit. Yeah.
And it's my thing, whatever happens, it's me. Although it would affect family members. But like, the divorce seemed to affect millions of people that time. You know what I mean? Like, in that,
who had invested and thought disappointment.
Years. Like, exactly. And I think that was probably one of the hardest struggles. And I mean, I'll admit it. I mean, I didn't make things better at times. I fucked up. And I think that was a personal struggle for me too, because everyone wants to, everyone's like cornered, you have to like get out of that corner. Yeah. And everyone makes those mistakes. And I think that was honestly one of the hardest struggles for me at the current time of my life. Yeah.
But that's why, I mean, that's the point of my channel here and talking about these things, because like, this is like, we're all, no matter if you're a rock star or a YouTuber or you work at Walmart or you're whatever, we all are just going through it. Yeah, you know, it's like we're just going through life.
Everyone's got life. Yeah.
People like ask, like, when you say, how are you? I'm like, I'm okay. It's like, I'm okay. I'm going through it. It is what it is. I'm just, you know, one day at a time figuring it all out.
Everyone's got something.
No one, you know, no one's got it figured out more than anybody else. Even like Oprah and Beyonce and the president.
They're good at pretending.
They're gonna, you know, it's like we're all just figuring figuring it all out.
Yeah.
My last question that I like to ask people is, what gets you out of bed in the morning? What is the big motivation in your life?
Well, that's a lot of things. My fiance, if I'm literally in bed so long, she'll literally drag me out, which is kind of funny.
Get up.
Yes. And the laughter in life, my pets, my family. The videos are a huge thing that get me out of bed, because I know if I'm in bed, nobody's gonna want to watch that.
Right. Here I am. I'm in bed being a lazy mother effer.
Hey, you guys want to just chill? I'm not doing anything. You want to just watch just white sheets everywhere, you know?
Right.
That's been a huge thing that gets me out of bed, and that's been, I think, why I like the vlog so much for 8 years of my life. Not so much the 3 years before that, because there were skits, and you could literally be lazy, because you can plan your skit out for a week, film it, and sit on that for like 2 weeks.
Sure.
Like 2 videos. I remember the YouTube was a time where you can do 2 videos a month.
Oh, we could do one video, go look at Smosh, one video a month, and then something was like 2 videos a month, and you were still a top 10 YouTuber.
Yeah, and then you had
different
to start
times.
doing it. Yeah,
different times.
Back in the day.
Crank those videos now.
Yeah. And I feel like for at least 8 years of my life, it's been very helpful to keep you motivated, keep you active, and keep you going, because that keeps you out of bed and doesn't allow like all the shitty things that might swell, because everyone has shitty things, like you just said. Everyone doesn't know anything, and I feel it allows you to kind of not allow yourself to get sucked into the shit. If that makes sense.
It totally makes sense. All right, well, I love you so much. I wish you well. All your links are below for people who don't know Charles. Check him out, and thank you for sharing your story.
My name is Ian Hecox, and I'm from Smosh.
And I'm Anthony, and we've never fucked. Maybe we have. End scene.